You know what? We're talking about some deep shit right now. I got a perfect one. So Thursday, I have to go. Well, I don't have to, but I'm going to. 'Cause I'm nice. I have to go visit my grandpa. He is turning 90. And, you know, I haven't really seen him a lot. Especially not since he got put in a home. Like 5 or so years ago. He was put in a home because my mom, who is kind of like an in-home nurse, let's just put it that way, simple, she would, you know, go and take care of him. But one day she came in and he was just on the floor. So she's like, okay, yeah, we're putting him in a home. He was on the floor, he was out of it. So her and my aunts decided, yep, home time. Because, you know, he was all alone. You know, grandma died years ago. So ever since he got put in a home, I haven't seen him a lot. And he's also a little odd. Like, he's not the same person that I remember when I was a kid. You know, he would call me and my brother. He would call us both Sabam. Because he couldn't remember who was who. He's been doing that since as long as I can remember. He doesn't do that anymore. He just completely doesn't. And he just seems so distant, right? So, this is the question at hand. Is he dead to me? Right? Because there's a little scare a couple years ago where for some reason they thought he was gonna die. I don't remember why. Right? So someone was talking to me about it and he's like, aren't you like sad that he's gonna die or whatever? And I was like, no, not really. I mean, he's not really the same person. He's already gone to me, you know? And I think that's a legitimate feeling to have. I feel like death is a gradual process. I'll remind you, I'm not high. So death is a gradual process. It's not just a one and done type thing. He basically, mentally, personally, died 5 years ago to me. Because that social connection, I'm doing like hand motions like you can see them, that social connection is gone. He is physically here, but mentally and socially, he is not. That person is gone. And if we're gonna be, real metaphysical, philosophical, all that stuff, we can say that the person is not the body. The person is the mind. I'm sure all the androids are just so giddy about that. That statement. But yeah, so let's say my body just failed me, which very likely to happen given my proclivities. Am I even using that word correctly? I don't think I've ever used that word before. Proclivity. Also, yeah, I used that word correctly. Tendency to choose or do something regularly. An inclination or predisposition towards a particular thing. Yeah, so, look at me. I always use words correctly even though I've never used them before. Look at me go. I was an English kid. Anyway, so let's say my body died, but my mind was saved and was put on a computer. Would I be a human? Would I be alive, or would I be dead? I like to think that I'd be alive. However, there is the fact that it's only you being alive if you can grow and learn. If it's just your brain currently with no way to grow or change, that is not being alive. That is dead. You are a robot. You're not alive anymore. But if they can get your brain to be put on a computer and also give it the ability to adapt like a normal human brain, then I would like to say that that is a living thing. However, if you just have a body without a mind in it, like you scoop the brain out and you just have a body that is alive, it's not decaying. It's alive. The blood is pumping. You're blinking. But there's like no conversations, no nothing. Then that, I think we can all agree, would be a dead person. Brain dead. There's literally a term for it. You're brain dead. So if we as a society know that being brain dead is a thing, in fact it's a very big insult, then why, oh, this just got deep, holy shit, then why do we keep people around, like in our families, that we know are not the same as they used to be, and they're not really entirely there? Like, we know that something is wrong. We know that their brain is fucked up. Why do we keep them around? Why don't we just put them out of what I can assume is misery, right? If the Dementia music, like hour-long Dementia soundtrack or whatever, is to go by, it's fucking miserable. So why do we keep dementia-rattled people alive? Rattled? Addled. Because it's not really living. Is it due to us having the social connection to said person? if we actually kill them, then we'll feel like we feel like we killed them, even if they weren't entirely cognizant to begin with. We'll get back to this. Although I'd hardly expect to see that the trainer is a mere child, I'd heard that our commanders had a rough time with you. I know why you're here. I can sense it in you. It's about Yuxi, Mesprit, Azelf, correct? You want to save them. I no longer have any need for them. I am finished with them. If your heart aches to save them, go right ahead. I could care less. You mean couldn't care less. Anyway. That's another thing that annoys me. It will save me the trouble of disposing of them. But I must say, you are a remarkable specimen. Hey, I'm only like 14. Those Pokemon have nothing to do with you, do they not? But still, you came to rescue them out of pity? Such pitifully useless emotions. It's illogical and irrational. Pity and compassion are products of the weak and lacking human heart. You were compelled to come here by such vacuous sentimentality. I will make you regret paying heed to your heart. Oh shit. Okay, we actually get to fight him now. But yeah, so if someone is mentally dead, I feel like, I don't know, I wouldn't really want. This is the thing. It's a little complicated. It's not black and white, obviously. But personally, I was always of the sentiment that's like, if I was, then again, I don't even want to be handicapped. I don't want to have to like go around in a wheelchair all the time and have someone take care of me. So that's my level for just kill me, you know? Because I'm gonna be miserable. I know myself. I'd be miserable if I had someone to take care of me, like wipe my ass, put me in the shower, that sort of stuff. Kill me. Unalive me, please. In Pokemon. Faint me. But you get what I'm saying, right? Nay? So if I mentally was not here anymore, let's say even, I'm gonna go extreme here. If I was in a constant state of being just completely drugged up, like if I was in a hospital or I couldn't live without just a massive amount of drugs, then honestly, I don't think I'd want to be alive. Gotta be honest. Like, if I was just constantly high on weed, constantly, like, there was no escaping it, that'd be an awful existence. Can we be honest about that? That'd be fucking awful. So, I think in terms of assisted unaliving, the idea of someone not really being able to consent to it, but doing it anyway for their own good should be something to be looked into. Now, this sounds very, you know, not great, gonna be honest. But I do think that that is something that'd be worthwhile looking into. Yeah. So, to bring it back around, basically I'm saying kill my